Maxwell devotional, 21 days for how to save your soul. This is for those of you who are in the room today who say, you know what, I've been checking out this God thing. And I'm not quite sure if I'm all the way there, but I need a little help and a little resource. And we would love to give that to you. So Pastor Ken's going to explain that a little bit more as we go on. But this, my friends, is exciting. This is an exciting time for us as a church. So Bethel Campus, are you ready? Because we cheer for our tithes and offering time. This is our generous giving time. Yeah. Yeah. You may have never been at a church before that cheers for tithes and offerings. You're like, how did you get them to do that? You see, a piece of chocolate goes a long way in doing that. We believe foundationally that when we live a generous life, that God can transform not only our homes, not only our communities, but He can transform the world, yeah? Missionary projects don't get funded on their own magic. They get funded by people who are generous. The church lights do not function, and air conditioning and heating and so much more do not function on their own. They happen because generous people come together. People coming to a church to find out who Jesus is for the very first time doesn't happen by accident. It happens because generous people get together and they say, God is good right here in San Francisco. And we're going to preach that from the day till the day we die. Generous living is imparted in our finances. And we talk about our generosity being a proportion of our income, so it doesn't look the same for everybody. It's a priority. So for my wife and I, it's the very first thing in our budget line. It's the very most important thing that we do. We tithe back. And then it's planned, because you've never had a check accidentally get written and then accidentally go in an envelope and then accidentally go into a giving box. Have you? If you have, I would love to be your friend, and I've got a back pocket for a check. It's going to be great. But we have a way we do things around here at the Bethel campus, and that is we have generous giving boxes out in the lobby. So we don't pass a plate here today. We have generous giving boxes out in the lobby, just near the exits there. You can take the envelopes that you can see in front of you and the seats that are in front of you, or maybe you got handed something early on. You can put your tithes or offerings in there. Another way you can do it is you can give online, or you can give through the Northgate app. Here's something else that we do that's brand new to this campus. Every week we take a head count. Whether or not your mom said so, you're worth $1 today. Every one of you. Babies, if you're pregnant, you count twice, okay? We take a head count. And we take a head count not only of the Bethel campus, but of our Benicia campus and our online, people who are watching and streaming online the services. And we put those dollars together, and that could be $1,600, $1,700. How many of you have ever been in a spot where $1,700 would literally change your year? Have you been there? Because I have. Yeah? Anybody be willing to admit that? Yeah. Now, it's not just a generous gift, it's for people in need. And maybe you know somebody who's in need. Maybe you are somebody who's in need, or maybe you know somebody who's in need. And so the way we find out how to give that money out every week is we set aside that money, so $1,600, $1,700 is set away every week, and then it's given to somebody in our church community, or it's given by somebody you nominate. So you can nominate somebody two different ways. You go online and nominate them online, or you can also, on your connection card today, you can write on there you want to nominate somebody, tell a short story, give your contact information, and we'll get a hold of you. We would love to help somebody out. But it goes to help moms and dads who just need a little help with rent. I just had a friend text me, and he hasn't been to our church in a while. He goes to a church in Sacramento, and he goes, hey, are you guys still doing the Dollar Club? I said, we're never not doing the Dollar Club. It's every Sunday. And in 7 years, just Northgate as a church, and now we're a part of this together with this Bethel campus, in 7 years, over $300,000 has gone out into the community from generous people like that. You can clap for that, yeah. And it's not to pat ourselves on the back like, wow, we did $300. It's $1. It's literally not enough to buy a candy bar at all. But when we put our dollars together, a generous thing can happen. So my friends, whether or not it's your very first time here or you've been here for many, many years, I'm hoping that you join in on the Dollar Club today, that you give an extra $1 per person that you brought. If you're a family of 5, it's $5, and you just put it in the boxes in the back, or you can do it on the Northgate app. Or if you're here and you're just by yourself, it's just $1. Very easy. Make sense? Do not miss out on an opportunity to be generous and be a part of this. Thank you so much. Now, we have a few announcements for the Bethel campus here, and then Pastor Ken's going to finish up our Kill the Spider series today. So watch the screen and we'll get going.
Good morning, San Francisco. We are so excited